it is, Cadre peeps. Somebody commented on one of my videos a while ago. They watched the old one. We were back at our house with all the cool stuff behind me, all the shave stuff out on display, and asked how come I don't do that here. Is because we don't own this house, and you got to put big, mounting stuff in the wall if you're going to be putting, perfumes and razors and brushes and stuff up on your wall. So he said, well, why don't you give us a tour of your den? So as I get my shave soap whooped up, why don't you guys go ahead and check out this tour of my den here. All right, so this is where I usually start my shaving process, whatever. Picking a soap. This is just actually was a closet that I removed the door from just to make it much easier to get into. So there's 3 shelves here. This shelf is all soaps that I have enough of to stack by company. So for instance, the back 2 there, these 2 are Ariana and Evans. This stack is Tallow and Steel. I've got 3 stacks from what am I thinking of? Strop Shop. 2 stacks plus a small one from CBL. This is all Storybook soap work. So anyway, that's what this is by company. And then on the shelf down here are soaps that I only have one of from a company for the most part. Got some talcs here, and then up here on the top shelf are aftershaves. You see, I don't nearly have enough, or not enough, but I don't match all of my soaps for the most part with aftershaves, just some of them. So we pick what we're going to use, and then we head into the Okay, so I've got my soap picked out. Decided to go with Oz Winter because it's a dark, very gray, wet day today. Nice dark, but also kind of holiday scent. Decided to use my Camisori razor. So I'd normally come into the den here and bring up the app on my phone and think about what razor I want to use, and then see how many shaves are on that blade to see if I need to change the blade. Now remember, this is the part that's gonna, my soaps were a little bit organized. This stuff is all utilitarian to me, right? It's tools. I don't have fancy display here and all that stuff. So I just keep the stuff so it's easy to use. So if I need a new blade, all my blades and stuff are just in this drawer here. This is my toothbrush for cleaning razors when I need to get the stuff off of them. But you can see they're just kind of tossed in here, and keep some papers for breaking the DE blades in half to get rid of them. My razors, again, don't freak out. All in this drawer here. And then the brushes, for the most part, are right here. So pick a brush that I need, slide over here. Check it. Yeah, this is here behind the scenes, breaking the 3rd wall, whatever. My mirror is on a pivot, and when I mount my phone, it pivots down. So I have to put this cardboard box here to keep it from doing that when I do my videos. If I'm picking a natural hair brush, here's my little crystal skull for soaking that in. Alum for afterwards, and then most of the fragrances are over here. So there you go. Oh, and then you saw maybe out there, you notice I've got some talcs. I've got my talc that I normally use here, my talc brush for that. And there you go. Alrighty, so while you were doing that, I got my lather all whooped up here. Oh my goodness. I even forgot to wet my face. I gotta slow down. Just easy, take it easy. I'm using the Camisori today and don't need no mishaps. So I think it's been a while. I don't know if I've done a video since Thanksgiving. It is now December with Christmas is coming. I got my Cadre Secret Rudolph gift
ready to roll. Just got to get an address on it and out to the post office today. Yesterday was kind of a big day. Again, if you follow my videos, which I'm sure you do, you know I got my master's not that long ago. Finished the work in the summertime this last summer. We actually go do the walking ceremony in 2 weeks because they don't have one in the summertime. But that program I don't know if you want to call it an emphasis in nurse leadership. So the whole idea is you go through that program and it prepares you to take a certification exam. It gives you the certification of clinical nurse leader. And I don't know how it is in computers. I know, because I was going to say, it's kind of like computer people, right? They learn a computer language and take a test, and then they're certified in this and that, or what level of certification they have means that they know more stuff. But I don't know with computer ones if you have to keep retesting or doing education or whatever. But anyway, so nursing is, even with your nursing license, you get your license just like a doctor, and then you have to show proof that you've done continuing education related to being a nurse. And so like every 3 years you send in some money and you send in proof that you've done education and stuff. And then on top of that, you can get certifications in specialty areas. So you can be, certified ICU nurse or stroke nurse, or in this case, a clinical nurse leader. And that just means that basically you've passed a test with specialized knowledge in that area. And then every X number of years, you have to send in continuing education related to whatever that is. So I took that test yesterday. So that was a big deal for me. That was almost more important than the degree itself. And I'd say harder. I don't know. I was gonna say harder. Obviously the degree takes a lot more time, but this test took a lot more studying, much harder than any test to get the degree itself. There's that. When Christmas comes, we got the tree up, tree's decorated, starting to get gifts under there. So the gifts have been, Amazon's been making frequent stops at the Nurse Dave house. We're gonna have to start opening those things and wrapping them up. And today I told my wife that she can help me do the outside ornaments. She doesn't like that stuff. She likes it when they're up. But for some reason, I'm the one going up and down the ladder and taking the boxes. I said, this year you can help me. But it's raining today. I get to go tell her we're delayed, rain delay. I mean, yes, I'm sure I could put them out in the rain because they're going to be out in the rain. My only thought is I do it kind of Griswold style where I don't have outdoor extension cords and stuff. And so I'm piecing together, the cheapo indoor ones. And I used to wrap them, the connections, like in plastic wrap or put a plastic bag over them, and then tape that up kind of to kind of protect it. And I think one year I didn't do anything. I didn't do it, and then it rained. So I was like, well, too late now, and nothing happened. So but that's kind of my thought is, if it's actively going to be raining or whatever, I don't think I need to be plugging stuff in while it's dripping water and all that. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to see if we can do the indoor village. It's another funny thing because my wife's got tons of these village things, and it's almost like, I know that she loves it when it's up, right? And everybody else does. So I keep buying her for her birthday and stuff, village pieces. And I think she wishes I would stop, but it's really cool. And everybody else just wants it to expand and expand. And I think she would just be much happier if it just stayed kind of small. And it's another thing, she loves it when it's up, but I don't think she likes the process of getting it up. But cool thing that I'm hoping works out, that I've gotten a few eye rolls about already, and I don't know why. It sounds really cool. So she's a Department 57 Dickens Village person, so they got to be part of that set to be out as part of the village. But each one either has its own actual bulb with a wire that goes to a plug, which I ended up, I don't know what I did. I think I did like a power strip or something. All goes into one plug, so you can turn it on and off from your phone and stuff. But some of the things that she has are meant to be used for tea lights. So I think they're actually different companies. So I take that back. I think she's got a few historical things that she likes to keep as part of the village, that are not Department 57, that are meant to have tea lights in them. So we got battery powered tea lights, right? So when you do the whole village, you got to go around and pull the little light off and turn the switch on and this and that. Well, I found a YouTube video where you can use, you buy those, the LED lights that are all the rage with the young folk. You buy the right connectors and all this stuff, and you just cut off a little segment of those LEDs and make a little loop of them and put this connector on the end, and then connect it to basically you run a continuous wire through your village, underneath the fluffy stuff, and poke it up through, and then cut the power wire, and then you get the right connectors where you're not having to solder or anything, and then hook them up to that little loop and stick the loop in the house. And there you go. So everything is lit with these little LED loops that all go to one power thing, and no more going around and having to do stuff by hand. And so that's my plan. Gonna do that after I put on my Quintons. So anyway, hopefully that's I'm probably gonna get the stink eye, because my technique is just gonna be start hauling up the boxes for the village, and she'll be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, it's raining. We can't do outside decorations. Time to do the village." Protect me. Maybe I should wear my safety vest and put on my hard hat for that one. Anyway, are we about done? No, we're not done. You know what we didn't do? We didn't say hello to our Aquanaut. This moment of Whoop-ah brought to you by Hombre's Barbershop, the sweetest smelling barbershop in Tucson. You know what? Do me a favor. If you are anywhere near Tucson and you've got an appointment at Hombre's Barbershop, when you go in for the month of December, show Barber Day some love. Take in some peppermints, whatever, the bigger candy canes. He loves those things. But anyway, just kind of spice up his day. Show him you're thinking about him for the holidays, and I'll see you on the forums.